Welcome to This Week in Wimberley. I'm Chris Doelle. I will be joined shortly by Mr. Z, Gary Zupancic. This is a show where we talk about what's going on in and around the Wimberley Valley, all the fun stuff. We will get to that in just a moment, but first, quick message from some people who made this show possible. Premier Cuts has locations in San Marcos and Kyle, and man, they are the absolute best. I can say this for a fact because I have been getting my hair cut there for well over a decade. And if I do say so myself, I think it looks really nice. They have some great specials. Wednesday, $14 men and boys haircuts, and Tuesday, $16 women and girl haircut. Both of those are $5 off the regular price. They also have the amazing airplane chair. If you have a kid who is getting his or her hair cut, sitting in the airplane chair will keep them distracted, keep them entertained, so the stylist can get their work done. The San Marcos location is on Aquarina Springs, and the Kyle location is just to the right of the HEB Plus. Again, that's Premier Cuts in Kyle and San Marcos. Looking for a one-stop shop for all your indoor, outdoor, garden, and ranch needs? Look no further than King Feed and Hardware. Our customers rave about our old general store vibe and the unique, eclectic mix of products you won't find anywhere else. Whether you need tools for the garden, supplies for your pets, equipment for your livestock or construction business, or just something for your home, we've got you covered. Plus, don't miss our destination nursery and garden center with a constantly changing inventory of plants, trees, vegetables, yard art, and outdoor furniture. Bring the family and visit our animal residence or pick up toys, games, and books for the kids. Come see us in Wimberley, Texas, and discover what makes King Feed and Hardware the ultimate shopping destination. Everybody join me in welcoming Professor Z. How you doing, Gary?
Oh, fine. You know, it one time I did teach college, so yes, I was called professor at one time in my life.
Well, if at any time in your life you have professed something, you're a professor.
That is true. That is true. So the city of Wimberley is really, really looking good. They're finalizing all the cleanup in the community. It's gonna be looking good for the weekend, you know. So hey, thank heavens for, you know, I love the city government. They do a good job. They really do.
Yeah.
Another visitor center for the Wimberley Valley. The city bought some property on the square to have like a satellite visitors bureau. So a visitor center, I guess, visitor center. Nice. You can pick up Wimberley's history and stuff around town and all that. So yeah, they had to go to Frost Bank and they got a bond on it, but they are going to buy it and it's on the square, so that's really, really good. I guess they had an accident at the lift station by HEB, in between Ace and HEB, and so it stuck like high heaven. So you know, don't want to go into that, but I think they solved the problem. You know, and it's transporting a lot of wastewater is always hard. You know, especially when you live on rock. You know.
Yeah.
So they had a wetlands dedicated in Wimberley. It's a Jerry Leno wetlands. It's back behind the community center. So that goes in conjunction with the birding. I can't remember her name. But anyways, we're on the birding route here and Dripping Springs and I think Blanco and all around. Just where all the cool birds hang out. So the warbler. Yeah. I think it's called the Loop. You know, I didn't even think about it, or I would have looked it up. So let's see. Don't forget that this is the last Friday fish fry at St. Mary's, and they do 5 to 7 Friday night, or really 5 to whenever they run out. And since this is the last one, I would probably go in fact, I am going to go really early because and in fact, I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were talking about the coleslaw, about how they only got a little helping of coleslaw, and you know that happened to me too. And I went about 6 o'clock, and it's like, I keep telling them, buy more coleslaw. So, yeah, and last weekend they had the emergency preparedness fair. They had all the first responders out there and all that, and free hot dogs and, you know, mini horses for the kids and a bouncy house and all that. They really had a good time. It looked like everybody had a good time. And, you know, we always got to remind ourselves at this time of year of the floods. Floods coming up, so be prepared. You never know when they'll strike.
Yeah.
So Saturday, April 1st, the big band fools around with a free concert. The Wimberley Valley Big Band will perform a free concert dubbed April Foolin' on Saturday, April 1st from 4 to 6 p.m. in the well-kept backyard of the Cypress Creek Cafe. Well, and that's right on the square. The Cypress Creek Cafe burned down except for the facade, and they keep promising to rebuild it. But behind there is a stage, and they really have kept it up. And so that's where the big band's going to play, and it's really just a stone's throw from really the square. I mean, it's really just behind the buildings. Yeah. They're also going to present another concert. In fact, you got to remember next Saturday is day before Easter, so we might have a lot of people in town. And their country community band is going to present from opera to Broadway. Concerts from Fiddler on the Roof, Les Mis, Lohengrin, and favorites from Sullivan, Reed, and Sousa, and that's April 8th at 4 p.m. So, nice. Yeah. And really the big deal is concert in the park. Okay. All throughout the month of April, except for April, well, you know, there was no April 1st is on Saturday. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But yeah, they have a lot of people. April 7th, Dallas Borough. April 14th is Jesse Stratton. That's like that, our good friend. April 21st, the Hill Country Honeys. And April 28th, Time of Night. Now, that's totally free. They have a portable stage set up, and you bring a blanket, and you sit on a blanket, and you know, the weather's nice. It's April. Oh, my goodness. And you can see everybody there. It really is a fun time. It really is a fun time. And it's free. That's the best part. Yeah. So, Butterfly Day, don't forget, that's coming up April 15th. And that's really a big, big day. You know, and I keep promising people, hey, you know, we're not busy through March. I was saying, we're not that busy now, but boy, it's going to happen. It really has. In April, we are just so busy because not only Butterfly Day, which runs from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m., but after that is the street dance. A street dance, which they do every couple of times a year. They actually just hire a band and have a big old concert in the parking lot. Nice. And so if you've never been to a small town street dance, hey, that's fun to go to. You know, it's fun to go to. So that's April 15th. Now on the next weekend is the Texas Pie Social, and also the 5th annual Wimberley Gumbo Fest. Ooh, so the Gumbo Fest is Cypress Falls Swimming Hole, and it's a 50 Marina Circle. And otherwise, the Pie Social is held at the Wimberley Institute of Culture's Winters Wimberley House, and that really is a fun time. And really, a lot of times, and because the money goes to charity, you know, people bid up these pies, and there's a few well-heeled, shall I say, people in town that will pay like $1,000 for a pie. You know, but no one is going to charity. You can write it off and all that. And my granddaughter, in fact, won one year for, I think it was like from 10 to 15. She had a chocolate pie, and that was good. So yeah, that's, you know, there's a lot of fun things to do. You know, and this weekend is not only market days, you know, but they also do the free open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Wimberley Winters House. Yeah. And that's a good time. So that's open up all weekend. There'll be somebody there to talk to you and all that type of stuff. So really, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. And then we haven't gotten to the bands yet. We'll get to them in a little while, you know. But So yeah, sports. Hey, it's track season. They're going to they're run up to district. Soccer has begun the playoffs. Texas softball is doing very, very well, and baseball had a really, really tough week. So don't forget Thursdays is the Farmers and Artisan Market. It's located at Ranch Road 12 and Winter's Mill, right in front of the First Baptist Church. Really, and they also have vendors with crafts, art, and jewelry. And really, every week it looks like it's getting bigger and bigger. So, if you're in town,
nice.
Yeah, if you're in town on Thursday, stop in. You might find some cheese or something else that's very tasty. And really, this weekend, it's the first weekend. It's the Coffee and Cars at the Blanco Brew. Coffee and Cars is held, in the front of of the Brookshire Brothers. And there are all kinds of cars. They're not people that really just put it on a trailer and drive off. These are cars that you'll see sometimes during the week at HEB.
Yeah.
People actually drive these cars. They really are. And again, it looks like every month it gets bigger and bigger. Of course, during the winter, you really don't want to go and sit out with your car. But Sunday morning. That's like Sunday morning starts at 8, I believe, and it goes until the afternoon. And don't forget, this is Market Days. Our friends at Lion Club, that's how they are able to fund all the nonprofits, So, like I said, lots going on this weekend. And it will be going on, I think, probably until July when it's too hot and you just go to the blue hole,
Right.
Okay, so the band's in town. Zach Days this is 5 p.m. Friday. Zach Days at Ghost Note. 6 p.m., John Cavender, Lucas Taylor at Middleton Brewery. 6:30, Marvin and Laura Botera at Fish Tales. 8 p.m., Kalani Brent at Savages. 2 p.m., what's that? Oh, I see. All right, okay. So that's what's going on Friday. Saturday at 2 p.m., Garista Kelly at Wimberley Inn and Bar. 1 p.m., Adam Johnson at Rough House. 4 p.m., Lonely Hearts Club at Ghost Note. 5 p.m., Hannah Barekat at Rough House. 6 p.m., Broken Arrow at Hay City Store. 6 p.m., Jim Hartwell at Middleton. 7 p.m., Jesse Stratton Band at Fish Tales. Excuse me. Night Fish Radio at the Purple Barn at 8. And Kim Meeks at her Bad Habits at Savages. Departure ATX at Mercer Street, 8 p.m. And at 8 p.m., Angelo and the Blue Dogs at Dark Skies Tavern. Sunday, April 2nd, 1 p.m., Nick Parr and the Selfless Lovers at Devil's Backbone. 3 p.m., Jesse Stratton at Ghost Note. 3 p.m., Tumbleweed Hill at Mercer Street. 3 p.m., Chuck Shaw at Middleton Brewery. 4 p.m., Robert Klein Jr. at Community Pizza. And 6 p.m., Amber Lucille at Ace City Store. So that's what's going on in bands this weekend.
I love it. And hey, you mentioned some of the areas that aren't exactly here in Wimberley. I wanted to mention to the listeners that we also have a This Week in San Marcos show, which gives more focus on San Marcos and what's going on there. So there's a lot very close by. Give that show a listen too. Our mutual friend Robin Blackburn and I do that show. And thank you for that connection, Gary.
Oh, sure. My pleasure. So I'm really going to introduce my very, very good friend, Joyce Webb. She is the lady that plays on Wimberley Square. In front of Ceremony, there's a little stage there called the Joyce Webb Stage they built for her. But she'll play from like 11 to 1 or 2, and she's 82 years old, okay?
Wow.
And her and I are working on a book of all her exploits in the music industry from the 1950s, really until now. Her first song ever was, she sang on the backup on a doo-wop song, and it was called You Cheated, You Lied, with the Slades, okay? And so it was, and she always kids about, my first record was a million seller, and it was all downhill from there. But she has played with Leon Russell. Just to name a few. They lived. Her and her band lived at Sammy Davis's mansion. When Sammy got married to Mae Britt, and he went to England. So yeah, really, hopefully we'll get the book done by December, and be out for Christmas. But it really has been a lot of fun working with her, and really, it's like I said, I guess last year she said during spring break she got like over $1,000 in tips. And I was like, whoa, yeah, and if you go up there and you request a song. I mean, even if it was from like 1910, she knows it.
I love that.
Yeah, and when she forgets the lyrics, she'll drop in some lines there that all sounds like it really was that song. So yeah, I can't say too much about her. She really is a joy. So she's singing, and this was recorded a couple of years ago, but she sang "Love for Sale," and really, I listened to it. The more I listen to it, she sounds like Julie London. Singer from the 50s and 60s. So, yeah, here it is.
Love for sale, appetizing young, love for sale, love that's fresh and still unspoiled. Well, it might be just a little bit spoiled, but I got love for sale. Who is gonna buy? Now who would like to sample my supply? Who's prepared to pay the price for a trip to paradise? Love, I got love for sale. Let the poets pipe of love in their childish ways. I know every type of love better far than they. If you want the thrill of love, well, I've been through the mill of love. I've had old love, I've had new love, I've had every love but true love for sale. It ain't for free, no, it's for sale. If you want to buy my wares, come on, follow me. Climb the stairs, love for sale. Let the poets pipe of love in their childish ways. I know every type of love better far than they. If you want the thrill of love, baby, I've been through the mill of love. I've had old love, new love, every love but true love for sale. I've got love for sale. If you want to buy my wares, come on, follow me. Climb the stairs, love for sale.
Oh, excellent stuff. And I tell you what, I can't wait for that book to come out. She's a wealth of knowledge, and it'd be nice to hear some of that.
Oh yeah. She, at one time, Kenny Rogers was her bass player, and J.D. Souther was her drummer.
Nice, excellent track as usual, Gary. Who do we have for a nonprofit?
Today it is WAG, and if you live in Wimberley, you know of WAG. They rescue dogs, and I don't know, when I was young, it was always said, oh yeah, we're tired of the dog, not personally, but you always hear just take the dog out in the country and leave them, and I think a lot of that goes on here, and so we in Wimberley, we feel obligated to go ahead and take care of these critters. It's all volunteer. WAG is all volunteer. And it's the following community services to rescue and assist in the permanent placement of stray, abandoned, unclaimed, and surrendered dogs in and around Wimberley. They give them good care, medical treatment, including heartworm, vaccination, spay, neuter, behavior evaluation, so they don't put it in a home that really can't have it. So they're just great. It's the Wimberley Adoption Group and Rescue. It's called WAG Rescue. Nice. And they have puppies and all that, everything there. So if you really want, instead of going ahead and buying a purebred, hey, I have lots of friends that have rescue dogs, and they are just wonderful. They really, really are. Most of them just need a little love.
Oh, I agree totally. I love the fact that they do the mobile vet thing, and I am a testament. Probably in my last 4 or 5 dogs have been rescues, and they've been the absolute best dogs.
Yeah, and they'll love you. They'll love you back, and the love they give is just unbelievable.
Amen.
So that's about all I got for this week, Chris.
Well, cool, Gary. As usual, some excellent stuff, excellent music, a superb nonprofit. Gosh, you get an A+, Professor.
Well, I have one last thing to say. My radio show is now an hour, so I'm an hour on Tuesday at 1 p.m., 1 to 2, and we just made the switch this week. So you can tune in and capture, some of the people in Wimberley that really you should ought to know. Then that's at 1 p.m. at the Hitchin Post on kwvh.org or FM 94.3 FM.
Nice. So you're no longer the fastest half hour. You're the fastest hour now.
Exactly. We're now the fastest hour.
I love it. All right. Thanks a lot, Gary.
Oh, you take care, Chris.
Are you a business owner with little time to spare? Don't have enough time to do social media marketing well? You don't have to let it fall by the wayside. Let Fresh MediaWorks create and post engaging content on your behalf. With prices starting at just $75 a month, our services make you look great without breaking the bank. Text social to 713-269-4620 and let us handle it.
As always, I want to thank Gary for sitting down with me. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for giving us what I consider the most important and valuable gift you can give, and that is your time and your attention. Go out there and participate in your city. Participate in all the great events going on in the city, and tell us about it on your Facebook groups, on your Twitter, anywhere you have friends. Share it out.